Hello, this is the Watchdog. Welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Denvosi 8292G. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing the Spagina Design PD 1784. I just reviewed this watch. If you haven't seen the review yet, be sure to check it out. And Grego is wearing my Spectrum Sun homage to a Piaget Polo. Grego is wearing my Spectrum Stone homage to a Piaget Polo because he says he wants to quit the Jedi Academy and join Boba Fett's gang because he wants more excitement in his life and wanted to wear this watch so he could be like a gang member. I said, is more excitement the real reason you want to quit the academy? He said no. Master Skywalker told him no more frog eggs. All right, let's take a look at the watch. It comes in a box, believe it or not. Usually watches under $10 don't come in boxes, but sometimes they do. But there wasn't really anything in the box other than the pillow. But here it is. It's a big watch, but it's not thick. This is the second Denvosi on my channel. The first one was so bad I didn't bother reviewing it. This one is better, or at least worth the $9 I paid for it. It is tempting to call this an homage to an AP Royal Oak due to the octagon bezel, but the octagon bezel is about the only similarity, as well as the hexagon crown. This is a simple quartz three-hander with a date at the 6. This could easily be a dress watch if it wasn't so big and had a shiny leather strap. It is plenty thin to slip under a cuff. The integrated strap design doesn't completely eliminate strap changes, but does make it difficult. This watch comes in a whopping 14 different colorways. You have chrome, gold, two-tone, black, and white watch heads. The black comes with a black dial and black strap. The white has a white dial and white strap. The other three cases come in black, blue, green, or orange dials with matching straps. At $9, you can always buy more than one and swap straps. The watch is 44 millimeters at the flats of the bezel, so this is a big watch. And it's 53 millimeters lug to lug, but it's only 10.8 millimeters thick, so at least it's not chunky. And the lug width, it's an integrated design, but the actual lugs themselves are 17 millimeters, but it's 26 millimeters where the strap meets the case, and it goes down to 20 millimeters at the buckle, and weighs 76 grams on the supplied, I think this is resin strap, because it doesn't feel like silicone. The bezel is an octagon shaped and it has this vertical brushing, and I really don't like the vertical brushing on a chrome plated watch because they brush it and then plate it and it just doesn't look right. There's something weird about this brush shine. They also brush the case too, so they would have been better off not doing that. And then we have the dial. The dial is nice. It's the deep blue with a sunburst effect. I like the dial. We have the Denvosi name printed on top, and that's it for writing. And then we have the indices. They're batons with a double at the 12. And there's no lume on this watch. And then we have the hands. We have fence post, minute, and hour hand, but they're really super thin. And then we have a super thin running second hand. And then we have a date at the 6. And the date, since the dial is so big, the date doesn't actually shorten the baton index. Then we have a hexagon unsigned push-pull crown. Crown action is not horrible. It's a little loose, but when you go to press it in, you can usually do it without a minute hand jump. You just have to be careful. So I'm happy with that. A lot of these very ultra affordable quartz watches have a horrible minute hand jump. This one does not. So that's great. Then we have the crystal, just a flat mineral glass. Nothing special about it. Nothing wrong with it. Does the job. Then we have the case. And the case, once again, is a chrome plated alloy. And it's brushed, and once again I don't like the brushing on the top here, but it's not brushed on the sides or the bottom. Oh, I guess it is brushed on the bottoms. So they just couldn't help themselves, I guess. But it's a big case. This is a big watch, but at least it's not thick. Then we have the case back. It's a press-on. It says made in China, stainless steel back. WMER. Don't know what that means. And then it says resistant. Oh, is this supposed to be water resistant? I don't know. But you just get your basic 30 meters. This has doesn't have huge resistance. Then we have the Denvosi name and the model number in the middle. And it says, don't throw this in the trash because of the battery. Underneath the case back is the SL28 quartz movement. When it comes to watches in this price range, I like having an SL28 because usually if there is a minute hand jump, it's very minor compared to a lot of the other ultra affordable quartz movements. So no complaints there. Then we have the strap. It doesn't say what the material is in the ad copy or anything like that, but I think it's resin because it sure doesn't feel like silicone because it's not all soft and squishy and slick like silicone. Has a texture up top, but not in the inside. But there is this little indent here, so I guess that does help with sweat a little bit. Then we have two keepers, and there's no little nibs to keep one of them fixed, so they're both floating. Then we have an unsigned buckle. Nothing wrong with it. Who cares if it's signed or not? And the prong's okay. It's thick and not floppy. Then once again, though, this is an integrated design. So the lugs themselves are 17 millimeters. So you're going to have to find if you want to change straps, you're going to have to find one that has a 17 millimeter inner and about a 26 millimeter outer. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. It's a big watch. I can barely pull it off. I have 4 notches left, so you can go 8.5, no problem. And I have 4 notches going in, so you could actually wear this 6.5, but I don't know if you want to do that on a watch this big. But whatever floats your boat. But see, there's a little bit of overhang there because this is a big watch. What I like about this watch, I like this deep blue sunburst dial. I like the fact that it has a date to 6. And I do like this resin strap. At least once again, I think it's resin. I don't know for a fact, but it sure doesn't feel like silicone. What are my gripes and groans? The watch is just a little big. If they could have shaved a couple millimeters off this watch, I think it would have just been better for everyone. Wish they had a leather strap option for if you want to wear it as a dress watch. And it would have been better not to brush the bezel and case because just chrome-plated brushing just doesn't look good. Do I recommend this watch? Not sure. It's not really a dress watch, but it's not really a sports watch either. It's not a bad watch for $9. So if you like the looks and don't mind them big, then go for it. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Denvosi 8292G, and I'll be back with another review because I don't think I have anything coming in the mail anytime soon. And I think my one watch coming from England is a bust because of the new custom rules. So I have a feeling that's going to be sent back. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this watch, be sure to use my affiliate link and I'll get a tiny, tiny commission, but they do add up. And I like to thank my Members Choice members. Here you are, all 6 of you. And I still haven't sold the Members Choice watch yet. Maybe when everybody starts getting their tax refund checks, maybe people start buying watches again. I don't know. But once again, my watch sales are really slow right now. I have 18 watches for sale, and I have about 4 or 5 I need to put up. So I don't know what's going on there. Bye.